What's up, guys? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, the QQQ, and a couple of other tickers. And break down some big news that came out involving Tesla and what the share price is doing right now. But just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out my Moomoo link. If you deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. If you deposit $1,000, you're guaranteed 15 in total, not to mention 8.1% APY in uninvested cash. To our friends in just 8 days. Anyways, right now the market's doing a decent job at holding up. In my morning video, I predicted the market would see a little bit of a dip before we see some kind of bounce. That's what happened so far to Tesla, SPY, the QQQ, and the others. And the question remains what's going to happen from this point on. So I'm going to talk about some key levels and what I see on the charts. Just know some news did come out for Tesla. We had some analysts from Barclays who have come out, and they're estimating that Tesla is going to be giving us about 515,000 deliveries for Q4, which is going to show some decent growth for what we saw compared to last year. Now, this data is going to be coming out in about 8 to 9 days, or not 8 to 9 days. I would say like during the first week of January, technically very early into January, they give us their deliveries numbers. And what they announce is going to cause a very, very big move for Tesla. So make sure you guys are ready for this. This is going to be huge. I've seen very, very mixed views about this, by the way. Some analysts are saying 485,000 deliveries are going to be expected. Others are saying 515,000. So it's all over the place. So the best thing to do is just wait and see. I'm also going to release a video very close to the end of the year where I'm going to talk about what my estimates are for Tesla's deliveries. So we'll see how it goes. Besides that, I also want to talk about a different perspective of the robotaxi fleet. Gary Black has come out and he tweeted this right over here. He said that, and he basically asked the question, what percentage of Tesla's owners would accept a stream of payouts from Tesla for deploying their cars in the Tesla robotaxi network to move people slash luggage around every single day? As 25 trips a day with 6 miles per trip and $1 per mile with a 75% payout. So let's assume that Tesla owners can make 40,000 per year by renting out his or her Tesla. And people did a poll. Different people have different perspectives. I don't think that typical like Twitter polls or X polls are going to be enough or very sufficient in terms of how many Tesla owners will respond relative to how many really own them. But he asked the question, is it going to likely be less than 50% because of the fact that, a large percentage of Tesla owners just have them for personal usage? Here's my view of this, okay? It's possible that he's correct about that. Maybe it's going to be less than 50% of owners, but we can't truly say that until we have the data, until we see a big enough survey that's going to be coming out, until we see what actual Tesla owners have to say in a very, very large manner. Now, let's just say it is below 50%. Well, even if it's like, 30, 40%, something like that, okay, that's still going to be okay because Tesla's going to continue to sell more and more of their vehicles. And as more of them incorporate the robotaxi technology, there's going to be more and more of them on the roads with these abilities. So that's going to help generate some revenue for Tesla, as Tesla once again gives payouts to their users. Tesla's going to take somewhat of a fee. And then Tesla's also releasing their own cyber cabs. So, it's going to go both ways. They have their own cyber cabs. There's also going to be the robotaxi fleet, a mix of both things, which is still bullish nonetheless for Tesla. I'm still very, very excited despite that. But I do want to look into this in the future just to see, once it officially comes out, what percentage of the Tesla owners would join the robotaxi fleet. And even if it's less than 50%, I still think Tesla will be fine. Of course, we'll just have to see what the numbers look like in the future. Anyways, that's enough about that. Let's focus on the charts now. So, as far as Tesla goes, we got this dip to 420, which is where the 50 EMA happens to be. Went a little bit below it. Then we just got bought back up. So we're looking at the resistance around 436.94. If that breaks, we're looking for a push to even higher levels. So we're stuck in the middle for now, and then we'll have to see what happens from here. I think that right now Tesla's completely range bound. We're stuck between 420 and 437 for the most part, but there's going to likely be a test of 436 that could be coming if we do push more with the market. I'm seeing that SPY and the QQQ are showing some life right now. They're getting bought back up. Not a surprise, especially as we're approaching what's known as like the Santa rally period. So, it's very, very possible that we're about to get it. I'm seeing some life on the charts, but I have to see some more factors just to be safe. So there is potential for Tesla to push higher to get back up to about 436.9. I would like to see Tesla break that to be bullish. Otherwise, we're range bound for now, but I do see some more upside potential. Same thing with SPY. Okay, we're getting bought back up here. We got this big dip all the way down to about 488 or 588, excuse me. and then we got bought back up. So I want to see it break 595. If that breaks, we turn even more bullish. It may attempt to get up there, very slowly inch its way up. Just know it's been known for being quite choppy, but there are buyers trying to defend it, so it has some upside potential. Nvidia has some upside potential. This took some time to pan out. We did talk about how it may dip and bounce. And now with this imbalance up here, we could be on our way up to about 140 if we continue to hold above 138. So look for a test of 138 and see if we break. Bitcoin came all the way down to about the 92,000 area, and now we're trying to get bought back up. So let's see if we can break 94,000, start pushing for 95,000 plus. So I see potential in this. For ES is looking decent. This could also try to bounce here. If we break past this, we're looking for essentially a 6,032 as our potential target. As long as we're above 6,000, we favor upside. For other factors out there, we have NQ looking a bit more bullish. As long as we don't lose 21,500, I could see this get close to 21,700 and 21,785. For the QQQ, the QQQ is looking more bullish. We're going to be looking for an attempt to get up to about 523. If that breaks, we're going to be pushing a lot more for like 525 and above, like 527. So let's just try to get back above 523 at the very least for the QQQ, and we're going to turn a lot more bullish. I see potential in this to push more, looking at the fact that we have an inverse head and shoulders. So I think there's potential in that. For others out there, we have Apple, which looks a little bit more bullish. As long as we don't lose like 250, this could try to rally back up to like 255 plus. And if we break all of that, I'm looking for 257.5 as another potential target. So keep that in mind, guys. There is more upside potential in stocks like Apple. I'm seeing that there's life that's showing, and this could attempt to push even more. For other factors out there, we have the IWM Russell 2000. This is also looking a little bit more bullish. We dumped to my target of about 220, went a little bit below that only to get bought back up. Let's see if we can get back above 222.8, and then eventually we'll retest the highs if that breaks. For Palantir, by the way, I just wanted to say that Palantir is doing a good job. We are holding above 80 quite well. As long as we don't lose that, we're going to be fine. Then we have like some resistance at 82. So I think this could get bought back up and try to get back up to 82 plus. Like I said before, this could be from like a cup and handle. And this has a lot of upside potential with all the big news that came out over the weekend involving talks with SpaceX and such. For Coinbase, we're holding support now. I do like one thing about it, okay? The first thing that's not so good, okay, is the fact that we are below our 200 EMA. But what's good is the fact that there's a slanted inverse head and shoulders. We're possibly making a higher low here. So if we can reclaim the 273, I do expect a bounce to about the 280s. So we'll see if that ends up being the case. Give it some time. For Amazon, we're trying to hold 225.8. If that breaks, we're looking for 228. We could be pushing higher, and there's also an imbalance to fill around 230. So as long as we don't lose 225, we have upside potential. For Meta, we look a bit more bullish. We could be looking for essentially 600 and 602, so it looks more bullish to me. For Microsoft, as long as we don't lose 430, this is just range bound between 430 and 441. It could get bought back up for 440, though there's definitely potential in that. For Google, as long as we don't lose 193, I think we could be favoring this imbalance up here towards that 197 area. So there's also upside potential up here. With that being said, I thank you all so much for listening. So please have a great rest of your day. Just know that the market's looking quite decent. Tesla is holding decently so far, but like I said before, although there is some upside potential, especially as the market's trying to push, Tesla's range bound. Okay, don't forget that, guys. We're still technically range bound. We haven't broken 436.9 ish, like very close to 437, to really turn bullish to start pushing for like the 450s. We haven't broken resistance yet, so Tesla remains in the range. It couldn't push more. Yes, I do see some potential in this, but like I said before, we're not doing the best job at breaking out quite yet to turn super bullish to break resistance. So we're going to be watching this range, and then we'll just have to see how it goes from here. But anyways, thank you all so much for listening. Have a good rest of your day, and peace out.